Hello and welcome to What the F*** Just Happened Today, your essential guide to the daily shock and awe in national politics. I'm Joe Amditis. Let's get to it. It's Monday, August 8th, 2022. Welcome to day 566. The Senate passed the largest investment in U.S. history to counter climate change, putting the nation on a path to reduce greenhouse gas emissions by up to 40% below their 2005 levels by the year 2030. The Inflation Reduction Act would also lower healthcare costs, reduce the federal deficit, and would be paid for through new taxes, including a 15% minimum tax on large corporations and a 1% tax on stock buybacks. It also includes funding to boost IRS tax law enforcement. Chuck Schumer said shortly before the bill passed, quote, "After more than a year of hard work, the Senate is making history. This bill will kickstart the era of affordable clean energy in America. It's a game changer, it's a turning point, and it's been a long time coming," end quote. Senate Democrats passed the $740 billion package on a 51-50 vote, with all Republicans voting no and Kamala Harris casting the tie-breaking vote. Republican lawmakers, however, successfully stripped a $35 price cap on the cost of insulin for private insurers out of the package. More than 1 in 5 insulin users on private medical insurance pay more than $35 per month for the medicine. The bill now heads to the House, which is expected to pass it later this week, sending it to Biden for his signature. Meanwhile, a new study shows climate change could exacerbate 58% of known human infectious diseases. Researchers found that 218 out of the known 375 human infectious diseases were made worse by one of 10 types of extreme weather connected to climate change. That includes warming, floods, or drought. Flooding, for example, can spread hepatitis, while rising temperatures can expand the life of mosquitoes that carry malaria, and droughts can bring rodents infected with hantavirus into communities as they search for food. 9 pathogens were exclusively diminished by climatic hazards. Moving on, Indiana is now the first state to pass a near-total ban on abortion since the Supreme Court struck down Roe v. Wade. The law's passage came 3 days after voters in Kansas rejected an amendment that would have stripped abortion rights protections from their state constitution. The bill, which will go into effect on September 15th, allows abortion only in cases of rape, incest, and lethal fetal anomalies. Doctors in the state who perform illegal abortions will lose their medical licenses. Meanwhile, the Biden administration authorized a $1 billion package of ammunition, weapons, and equipment to be sent to Ukraine, the largest delivery of U.S. military aid yet. In total, the United States has now committed $9.8 billion in security assistance to Ukraine since Russia invaded in late February. Moving on, the January 6th committee received roughly 2 years' worth of Alex Jones's text messages. The messages were handed over to the committee by Mark Bankston, the attorney who represented Sandy Hook parents who successfully sued Jones and won $45.2 million in a civil trial. The committee subpoenaed Jones in November, demanding a deposition and information related to his efforts to spread misinformation about the 2020 election and about a rally on the day of the attack on the Capitol. And finally, the FBI confirmed that it did indeed send tips the agency collected about Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh to the Trump White House without investigation. FBI Director Christopher Wray also confirmed that the Trump White House directed which witnesses the FBI was permitted to interview. In total, the FBI collected more than 4,500 tips during its investigation into allegations of sexual misconduct by Kavanaugh. And in the polls, ABC News and Bloomberg say 69% of Americans think the nation's economy is getting worse, the highest level since 2008. 12% think the economy is getting better, while 18% think it's staying the same. That's all for now. You can find the links and sources for all of these stories on the main website. And as always, visit whatthefjusthappenedtoday.com for the latest news and headlines. Until next time, I'm Joe Amditis.